Hey there, Ken Coscia here. Today I want to teach you a sleep management tool that will help you to get to sleep faster, easier, into normal, natural, healthy sleep. And if you're waking up during the night, having difficulty getting back to sleep, same thing, to get you back into good old sleep so you get the rest that you need and deserve. This is a technique, a tool, if you will, that we've been teaching in the Silva Method. We now call it the Silva Life and Intuition System course. It's our foundation program. And we've been teaching since 1966 in 100 and something countries. It works, you just have to work with it. So here we go. Let's dive in right now to the technique. First of all, you want to enter a quiet, relaxed, shall I say, meditative state. If you're a Silva practitioner, you know how to do that with techniques we've taught you. Or you can just simply close your eyes, a few slow, deep belly breaths. And then once you've done that, imagine or visualize if you can, think of. So if you're visual, great, visualize it, picture it. If you're not visual, that's all right too. Then just describe it to yourself. Just think about it. Just remember, and that works fine too, either way. Not everybody's visual, or at least they're not that well developed, put it that way. Then, while in this quiet, relaxed state, imagine yourself at a board. It could be a whiteboard, it could be a chalkboard, it could be something like this. Doesn't matter. You've got a marker in one hand and an eraser, something to erase it with, in the other hand. Real simple. Then imagine yourself. So a big difference here is if you were counting sheep, that's a very passive process. This is part of what we call dynamic meditation. You're actively thinking, engaged, as if you were there at the board, drawing a large circle, just like so. Doesn't matter how perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. Get that out of your head. Then imagine you're drawing a big X in the center, something like that. Then imagine you very slowly erasing the X completely, starting at the center, being very careful to erase only the X. Once you erase only the X, then to the right and outside corner, write the word deeper. D-E-E-P-E-R. And you don't get points for penmanship. Then start with the numbers, a huge countdown deepening. If you've read any of the Silva Method books, Mr. Silva in his first book usually teaches you a countdown process. Similarly, the number 100. If ever you've had anesthesia, it's a typical thing. People are counting back from 100 to 1. Then erase the 100 just like you did the X. Only the 100. Once you've erased it, to the right and outside corner, trace over the word deeper. Doesn't matter if it's sloppy. Then the number 99. Erase it in the same manner. It's not very exciting, not meant to be. And over the word deeper, 98. Erase it completely. Trace over deeper. Every time you read over that word deeper, you're reinforcing, entering, moving in the direction of normal, natural sleep, causing your brain waves to slow down and start the normal, natural sleep and dream cycle. And you continue moving with the numbers until the next thing you know, you're asleep. Be prepared. When you're working with the numbers, it's very common for people to start wandering, daydreaming. Good sign. You're activating light sleep, alpha. And then you're not sure, was that 98 or 82? Who cares? You might start drifting off and then come back. Just start anywhere. You don't have to go back to the beginning to get it right. Be prepared. That's going to happen. You're going to start getting sleepy. You're going to start wandering, daydreaming. It's okay. So you're moving until you fall into that normal rhythmic sleep. Likewise, if in the middle of the night you wake up and you're having difficulty getting back to sleep, few slow, deep breaths. Tell yourself it's time for me to sleep, not think, and do this process. This monotonous-like process and the detail, and it's tedious. There isn't time to worry. That's what keeps people awake. There isn't time to think. You're so busy drawing the circle, writing the X, erasing the X, writing deeper, 100, erasing it. And everything you're doing is suggestive of relaxing more and more, moving in the direction of normal, natural, rhythmic, healthy sleep. My friends, you do this consistently, and I can't predict how far you're going to go with the numbers. But what I can safely predict from the decades of experience I've had since 1971, I'm the senior-most Silva instructor. I'm the guy Jose picked in '84 to train new instructors. You won't need to do it as much. You'll eventually just draw the circle. You're re-educating, you're firing and wiring your brain. You're re-educating your brain, creating a new pattern of getting to sleep normally, naturally. If you've ever been medicated for, let's say, 3 months, often a side effect, common side effect of medications is people have difficulty sleeping. Agreed? But then they're no longer on the medication and they still have difficulty because it's become a habit. So you're retraining your brain. Be patient. Be consistent. Take your time. It's not a quick fix. You got this. You can do that. And work with it until eventually, like I said, you won't need to. I hope you find this helpful. I'd love to hear from you that you're sleeping like a baby ought to be sleeping, and just work with it. You've got this. If you've enjoyed it and you know someone else who could benefit, please share it with them. Spread the word. Thanks so much for listening.